Hmm? Yeah. How were they the home team? Oh, they definitely play better than 87 overall.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the UCF Knights offense will be the first up today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff.
Come on.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The Knights come to the line to run the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runs through the defender.
Come here. Tackle him. What the?
Moves the ball up to the 33. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Behind the line, it's a loss of 2. No huddle here for the offense. And now they'll run it on the draw. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here.
Get him.
Running out of time here. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. Now it's a 4th down coming up. The Knights will have to punt this one away. And that sets up a return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out.
Fucking lineman fast as shit.
But not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So Florida State's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense able to hold
That's
their
crazy
short
work.
gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The shotgun handoff here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. Receiver in motion now.
Oh, no, that's not what I want.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up. We'll give it to the running.
Oh, no, I'm trying to pull it.
Behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, he shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So, Kirk, we reach the end of 1. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone.
Stop.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And we off to the races.
Teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here?
Let's get another stop.
Play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I don't know if it's the height of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes.
There we go.
Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
There we go. Look at the field.
Crank the tempo up here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down.
Get him. That's what I'm talking about.
That was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle, but first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest, go out, and play dominant football.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. And he takes it in for the score.
Pancake him in the end zone.
The offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now 2-possession lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Short connection to the tail.
No hope, Rick. You got to clear him.
Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down.
Get him, Rafano.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here.
Get him.
Running out of time in the
Get him.
pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought
Should have
down
threw that away.
behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's how you get pressure, John.
First down loss at 2nd and long from the 23. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. That's going to be incomplete.
That's how you get pressure on them, John.
Flag brings up 3rd down. And there's the handoff.
Gotta have some dogs up front.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Knights will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play in the scoring position before the half.
We might got one.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock.
He's got room. Looking
Get in there.
And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't come up with the end zone. It's going to be 2nd.
Like, what are we doing, though?
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase.
What are we doing, though?
There's no chance for a completion at all.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone,
What are we doing, though?
Come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Good ball, I think.
And then it's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a
Defensive
game of
dominance.
this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle.
Love it.
With the coveted gold trophy at stake.
The Knights will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Back in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread for years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He makes the grab. Big gain across midfield. Tackle
Good
finally
play.
made at the 32.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tight end, tight end.
Looking to throw.
Called it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the all-important extra point. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun.
Oh my God, good play.
Some space around the field.
Too aggressive.
Starting with the 34, that will be a first down. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And then first down right back to the running game. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw.
Come here.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
That's how you get pressure.
They've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
Well, here we are.
Dominant.
Championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Hands off to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He's moving out of the pocket, trying to create here on the move. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Seminoles looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal.
Oh, wrong button.
He's hit right as he throws.
Damn, square was open.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding. pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout.
Good play.
And he's got it. Heads out of bounds.
I don't know what none out there doing.
More than enough to pick up a
Fucking
first
la-la
down.
lane.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football.
Good
It's a
pass.
highlight reel
Good pass.
diving catch there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Oh, how I miss him!
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. As we break for the quarter,
They disrespected us and put us away in the championship undefeated.
Beat down so far, not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here.
Shit, crazy.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line.
They subbed my damn backups in.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tight end makes the grab. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Snags the quick throw. Brought that at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Hey, that's a great game right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. In a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Second and goal for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown.
Somebody got to win. Come on.
Quarterback still eluding the pressure. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UCF.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. This game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Slow ass spin move at the front.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now it's second down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They come to the line along.
This the same team that put belt to ass on Fred and them?
Yeah, this the same team. This the same team.
And he'll drop back.
Different user though.
Quick throw over the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver.
Different user.
After a nice gain, the offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, you go through the grind that this team has gone through, you learn to realize that your quarterback's going to be able to deliver on critical down and distances. There you go. Third down, big-time opportunity to put this game away. They convert, and I think that may
good play. Come on, Cochran. Better hit the weight room this goddamn off season. That shit was weak as shit.
Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And tackled there by the defense.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown continues.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point.
Come on, man. That's why you third string. You can't get off the fucking block.
There's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Rips off a big gain.
You better get right this offseason. Ask me goddamn cut.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Is it 8 rings now?
Yep, this is number 8.
The short completion of the tight
Number
end.
8.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space.
And he's sacked.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping.
Waldron, what? Yeah, he definitely might get cut after that weak-ass damn coverage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone.
I'm saying that's why you lost your damn spot.
How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he fields it inside the 15. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free.
Like, subscribe, share.
Yes, Lord.
Watching guys lol face with tears of joy.
Yes, Lord.
We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close
yes,
out
Lord.
this
Thank you, baby.
championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and
Yes,
they just got to find the right time.
sir.
There's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year.
That's 8 of them.
These guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another